idea or your deputy minister for local government and rural development. And yet the latest appointment honorable so ensaka. Honorable Emma Kwaba at the bar Akoma 87.9 FM.
Champion events.
Bibiabo call there.
Well, Nyamiasha ye now so
Nyamiadum ye ho ye. Yensha see free Tafopan chrono. Ejawo na wo free ho ba. Constituency no much say.
Well, I'm in Chow. Na men san chairman Sir John. I think say if you had the yakwa say mabusian phone kwa na wa ha. At any point in time na minya a call to come over, say my breast, say my busy or whatsoever. Minya Kuma said, I may have to find time and come. It's because of our relationship, Nende. Met me about programming. In fact, my brain because since morning, ordinarily, if it was any other place, I'd be a come call and I'm say, but I thought I had to come because of our relationship.
Yes.
Before Old Assafuah constituency elections, few friends that I have worked with for some time, based on such relationship, some people were offered some money, people were called into certain quarters, also Tia Vincent and all that. But because of the relationship, how they knew me before then, no, I know some of you stood on your ground. And any party, you from no mother. You get the point, and this is what we've been doing since university days. You better then somebody will come. Now, and all those kind of things. Then people forget how we've been in relationship with the media and how you've been working for the party. We'll be clear to make us say, now Vincent go for him or be DMP because they don't know how we've worked so tirelessly for this party. And see, media many so it is on that basis, and then you may media baha to fortify our friendship. To let you know that I appreciate everything. But yeah, but me share that your man say me free media ni be a man capre. It was just because I just wanted to see
who are your real friends.
Absolutely, to just be sure the people that I have worked with, you know, how they can cherish friendship, even in the times that are very difficult. And I saw all of them. I know training power, and I think that this house is one of the places I can beat my chest and say I appreciate what you guys did. If for nothing at all, you were fair, not like the others. Madam was it. So my election and I said me winning, it wasn't a miracle. It wasn't a miracle because obi owo echi no na tie dede no na tie no ma na nkrofobika and nkrofo say one no me na me lose yanke be miracle intafo.
Wow.
Tafo coincidence because I remember minim time you were so worried. The number of times you were so worried that now said my brother was so worried that no things were going to go wrong. And I
because you have
yes, now me catch and said no, he shouldn't worry because for Otafo, no. Because I have come to learn. Also me parliament and I say me winning elections, you know. I was just 2020 me winning, you know. I was just 29 years. In fact, when I had the opportunity to go and work with the Ministry of Education 27, into me Parliament 2021, I found I'm 30 years. So clearly, youthful exuberance. Certain decisions that I took that time, say, not because they were wrong, but because human nature and African mentality. You just cannot change a lot of things within a short period of time. People are just resistant to change. The people who are benefiting from that bad, you know, would want to say, no, we won't allow you to change that. And that was the reason why I was facing difficulties. But you see, so you need 200 I can tell you, emu 120 be penokre. Maybe 80 penokre. Inti 80 no be mo nya time because of their benefit. But the 120 will know say no, we have principles, there's truth. And that is why I knew that on any day I'll win an election. in Otafu. So it wasn't a miracle in Otafu. But more outside, and if really say it was a miracle, no, it wasn't a miracle. In fact, if I had lost, and can be delegate, me driver, delegate, photographer, delegate.
You are working with the people.
Work with the people.
Mm.
Until you were mounting out TT, all those things well. And I'm sure some of the things are not your own because no, these things that they are saying, I don't think this is Vincent. But of course, normally going to me on radios, maybe after here you will say those things. But I think the Otafu is getting better, and we will now take our time to change constituency. No, the way it is never true. Say Otafu constituency perceived a painful seat because the people that you mentioned,
okay.
Remember the first time was Chairman became an MP or something, which Otafu was part.
Yeah.
So the question that people have been asking, these are big shoes, and I ask you, yes, they may be big shoes, but those big shoes, at the time when they started, they weren't big shoes. They were just given an opportunity to grow and learn in the game, so that Omaba Benyini were grown. 2004, when Dr. Antonio Koto became member of Parliament, no one knew if you say was none experience in the say. He had just come from Abroche for some few years, not by I think an assistant or a special assistant to the then finance minister or Ministry of Finance. And I think it's 2003 or baby, he had an opportunity to be appointed as deputy finance minister. Since then, he has been given an opportunity, or he was given an opportunity to learn. So I don't think it is necessarily it is a seat for it is a seat that allows young men to learn on the job so that they can also become big persons in the party. And that has been the seat for Otafu constituency. And so my mother said I would want to make sure say the status that both of them say Chairman and Dr. Antonio Koto said I'll have to get to that level. That is if I don't even do more than them. But I think with the prospect with the humility to learn, we will be able to do much better than that. So that in the next 12 years, we can also say, Vincent is also like them.
Okay. As a you also say you'll be there for a longer period, like maybe Chairman Sanum Eddie transited from that end to Swami. Get it to that point. The near Kai is a Chairman say Swami Mugabe. That is what you want to do.
But Sir John, say no crane say baby I'm a tea. No man me who different.
Okay.
Before 2020, na me tea baby I would tea. And normal baby I would tea who different. You know why? Say you can't normally see how Becca said the person want to be there for the selfish interest. And that's so or because maybe a giant pina when you maybe no, that is not the case. You know why? I'm one of the people who believe say the party has not done well with respect to certain people like Yeja Free Parliament. And I'll cite example. It is wrong for the party to allow somebody like Atachan to leave Parliament. It is wrong for the party to allow people like Jogate to leave Parliament. It is wrong, and the party has not done well to allow people like Oseche Mensah to leave Parliament.
But so we a more personal decision.
And I make a choice say, baby, you drew baby. The party needs such people than they need the party. And I make a choice say, in some no car, one when you are, no so just so but that is the truth. And the baby I want no said you who no man, a different from how I'm so me who no man, because I'm in Parliament and I see what is happening. It is in the best interest of the MPP to keep certain people in Parliament. We may have to even appeal to them to stay in Parliament because of the kind of work that they do for the party. Where the other party, or share even their middle seat. These young guys who are just 40, 42, 44, and those kind of ages, they've been in Parliament for about 4 times.
Yeah.
the party constitution had framers, and the intention of the framers was that at the point in time, you be a selection, and at the point in time, you be election. So a selection and election. The party has every responsibility. Evans, the party has every responsibility to trigger the selection process where needs be. If and only if it is in the interest of the party. We cannot allow this party to be election. No. Say no ni asem no. But the point is that why did the party and its framers of the constitution believe that we should have a selection and an election? Where needs be use or trigger the selection process? Where needs be allow the election process? Because trust me, we share the front line of the New Patriotic Party now. And Chabinim say born a pudding. Mimi GDA
as running mate.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or no to be free.
I say no there. No measure that bahona. Ye disan common
right
on Napus.
We share the lineup of Impenyufua and also the experienced hands we have in Parliament. Almost all of them are living. Dambuche is living. I am not saying that. I'm just saying that the party should think and see how best you bet me up progress. Introducing new ones bit by bit. You cannot just allow her. A time will come. And me as a young person, I see it's a moon. A time will come. You will not have your best foot in Parliament as far as the citizenry are concerned.
Oh, me today okay as
the kind of
obi ko what you about black akra from nowhere. Now we're bound to the primaries. No be push be in. Sometimes ya na yedi Ekoma ye share nkrofo bi busa say we mu no mo background ne baby o mo kwe dey no mo ko parliament dey edi Akoma parliament.
It's a very big question that we should be asking ourselves, and the media should contribute in this dialogue so that we have our best foot in Parliament. Obi better check say akwawe pa na we no say anka wo so timi by
that no yasem no.
That is okay. It is okay. I don't have a problem with such questions.
Enti enye hu na ebo mo but mo de mo hu ni say so mo wo ho na omo epia mo kakra de ebe ni mu no mo wie na mo nya mo na so agina no mo akwa nke no nye problem e ma mo
say o man panyimfo bi eko anase wo gya omoko say omonko say wo hia omo Parliament, because you're allowing them to live indirectly. You're trying to say that you don't need them in Parliament, but if you need them, you keep them. You appeal to them to stay. You trigger the selection process.
But we share Dambuche dear.
Yes.
We share Honorable Chairman Sambusu dear. Jogate dear na main shedem hu be a directioner or de kodie.
Yes.
But omo awobo mudin nyina no. Omo nyina nso ba be active members in mo party no decision, and I'm sure say mu break eater. Dambuche will not be obia obeye. I mean, I will be obey at the leadership level.
Yeah.
Decision making. Anya Shikrebia said, "Oh, Dambuche obey to my
cabinet,
cabinet minister."
But so it still comes back to the fusing of legislative and executive arm of government. You know, so be a cabinet minister, he can still be a member of Parliament. You see, Mama me in your discussion. Hey, what I'm trying to say, I'm saying all these things from the heart, from a candid heart. From a candid heart.
They say
that going forward, the party should start looking at some of these things.
They say ye free baby ye kind of come. But we say mo bi so ho a afenyoma can say baby kakra na omo party no strategically omo yeso mu piande na ba bedru na. Omo say so arrive.
It's not about leadership, leadership as some here. They should be in Parliament. Why? Haruna Idris is not in Parliament. From the side of the NDC, even MPP, Haruna Idris is one of the people in Parliament. He can stand on his feet, speak for 1 hour, and speak sense continuously, without looking into any book or anything. both sides of the aisle, everybody appreciates his knowledge on the floor of parliament.
Anyway.
So it is not about he being a leader. He can still be there. So as for a friend marking a leader or say chairman Sam a leader, no, it's neither here nor there. I am just saying that we should keep our best foot forward in parliament, and that is the responsibility of the party.
But you see, in the Ashanti region, Adeba Kwame say, so far, Obia on call. I'm the first time as I lose seats. Me can boss me friend. I think so. In the Ashanti region.
Yes, of course.
Oh, first time.
Amansia West.
Where?
Amansia West.
Obintechi
Soko.
Okay.
Obintechi Soko.
But also omu nyina kra no hwe omu nyina mfie no ayi sei akwasi da akwasi ni mfie wani mu kakra na Obintechi susu fie wani me hwe Vincent de me hwe Collins Adomako me hwe akwasi Kunadu na say pe omu election mo ye nansen no Assafuah no South East and West nyina be added to mabuno more parliament. Assafuah no South East, South West.
And then of course Mavis in Cancer Board.
Mavis in Cancer Board doing so. On the also maybe say ni fie no kwani mu kakra. On fie no kwani mu kakra. And yes, so these are areas such as say
yeah, okay. What about Assafuah no South?
Mabo achi in fie of fam.
And
ono ye what's the name? Miri Findi kakra.
One the youngest.
Where?
The Southwest.
Southwest man Kransuni no.
Yes.
Ono na ohwemu a nimfie no so be ofam kakra. Me o senior, ono lead me one ewo senior high.
Okay.
Nti usha even though they all can also air right, but obekasa mo so no in parliament no mo wodachi mabunu so ba. And for that matter, penifo no say PV way kakra dia mabunu so aba be take over. Ye nyamu ajejemu because majority leader the former majority leader Swami member of parliament okay I was saying yes okay ujamu when you need advice here there. I mean wait me akona ho
super preoccupy simple. I'm just saying that we have to take our time and groom people for them to be. Besides example even from the NDC side show. How old is Okuda to Ablakwa? How old is Mutala Muhammad? How old is Sam George? Bawa. Between us, I take quite a number of them who are in the middle, even Zenato. So you see, I am not just using age.
Okay.
But age with quality. And I'm saying that these people that I've mentioned their names, they've been in parliament either their third time or their fourth time.
Okay.
And I'm also suggesting to you that the party should be interested in how some of the MPs any more peace of mind from their backyard so that they can concentrate in parliament and learn well for the party. Because as I said, it is not just about them. The party also needs certain people or needs such people in parliament. No matter the discourse of the party.
But I think I was and also to a certain democratic lines. And chair, 2 days ago, and the regional chairman of the party suggested. Say, of course, I mean, no, I'll say on it, the chief scribe of the party, Justin Frimpong, who you cry at the home commodada, saying Kebeya. Every card bearing member of your party, no, the party is so intimate, and you're part of the electoral college, and I say, on your part of the delegator, almost over to Abana, in fact, in all your internal election from the polling station, constituency, electoral area coordinators, whatever, up to a national election, of course, parliamentary and presidential primaries. Umune say, no, no, so be me abwa ama the walking. Because the reason any panel and popular among the electoral college, the Baka Krebi, and a Kotoa by but so be to be there, a beer now and also to me about any panel.
Let's see. Why did the framers of the constitution of the New Patriotic Party Ekow say we need to select or elect parliamentary candidates. Who the history of the community?
Okay. Yeah.
So he was co-opted.
Yeah.
From PNC to MPP. But
I know
like 4 times.
I know the selection aspect. Nti wo be so say party no stress more on selection.
No. I'm just saying that the party should be interested in keeping certain hands in parliament. And if any 10 or 15 beer, we should just make them have their peace of mind. Parliamentary duties at the party. No, they are doing it for the party.
Okay.
The NDC is doing that, but we are not seeing it. The national leadership they allow some of these MPs to have peace of mind. They be able parliament not all.
I say I be more call unopposed. John Kuma, the late John Kuma unopposed.
Aduchum call unopposed. And then Akrofrom so call unopposed. Blankson call unopposed.
Was it the deliberate?
And
from the party?
Okay. I am not sure.
Different discussion.
I am not sure. Some of them. Probably some of them.
So.
Anyway.
No, but why? Are you saying say Alex Blanson was protected, but Chairman could not be protected?
Okay. But Chairman said the end say one of the now we can Canada say
Obeka because the stress will go through with the electioneering process in internal.
And the Obeka baby.
If the party says we need you.
Matuase.
And they say you knew be a bit me or say Chairman say Jumo. No, Sisi and Yano or Parliament. In Tabia Messi and with the greatest of respect to John Darko.
John Susie, another young guy.
I'm not talking about him. I'm just making a general discussion across the country as to how as a party. NDC tried this expansion of the electoral college. It didn't help them to the extent that the MPP before they become elected and they had to run away from that. I don't think that is a solution.
Okay.
It is one aspect of a suggestion. But from what happened in Otafo and from what happened in other constituencies, it is something I have still been thinking through as to the kind of solutions that we can prefer to the party in dealing with some of these issues. Because
I think that
the issues are very big, but
but when you say party news who say okay, all right.
Constituencies in the BCC polling station executives and you're happy some party because you're to your microphobic transportation. That's our transportation no munya da munya bi. Microphobic cry party adwuma chain those polling station executives. And you see, if we don't solve some of these things, and to me, I happy up the sentiments of the party, at the grassroots level. I'm a microphone who say, party no more can be say what the various areas, and they be brenegu because there's no sentiment. Say police station executives no crown, ebi crown kasa kuku no, ebi crown put chobo no munyebi. Limited registration across the country. There are a number of polling agents or polling station executives who are not even involving themselves. Because we bring out a busia, meneme dear and dear, a big crumple ni Ghana, but the drew are no maba.
Yeah.
A big crumple were outside the constituencies.
More friends, I'm saying that
the party should have a big rationalization of how our electioneering process has been. Because se me also me inquire party Juma. Meanwhile, you got to have no transportation. Me may be. Say any panwanya also me na inquire. How do you build a party or society like that? So I'm just trying to say that. A better way of dealing with these issues.
Okay.
And yes, sir. It is even one of the reasons why I bet derail your chances of winning the 2024 elections if you don't work at it. It is the gospel truth. Obi obe sweet. Where say an also obe sugar kotia catch obiano or dead. And I think the party leadership should understand this. Me bar from no, I have seen it. The people are not happy. Juma or say yeah Juma no. Ya nya Juma no. You would laugh at the wrong side of our mouth.
But party no so I set a reconciliation committee here. So almost start your more the last time any secretary to the committee lawyer William Kusidi Nkomo. And we can say they are looking at constituencies that they who can be ometima deal with it except that na be a time no be issue say ometima ye adwuma ni nyina wie
national chairman cross
I build it that I mean consensus na mo nyina betim dia come anim but said ye wo ka no me hu ni say enema pi wo ho a bia ye betima di on this your issue yi e bia ye bre ni ntino yentimi and go much into me say be benya brepa adisa nkom because in the lead up to 2020 mo party na nkasa gitum say e affected party ni because some MPs were protected.
Yes.
And amount for you also see a peeved.
Co-independent.
Yes, they will be co-independent. Yes, it be co-independent. In this animal, I am sure. Yeah, Brennan, maybe I be moving away from that. Now other issues, but I know so yeah an argument to be super make say yeah bino. Nti o share we na chairman can regional chairman can say o ma ye biama amwo until this time at a point now regional chairman kra no nkrofo body din say ono na protect MPs.
I disagree. It is how it is done. There should be a proper procedure in doing it. If you do it out of hate or out of bitterness to someone, you say I want to make Piaoka, and I say and I say we be me elections, we want me elections. When you do it that way, then of course you won't have the desired results. I'm saying that the party should have a political office, whether at the national party office, at the chief of staff office, whatever, to be dealing with some of these issues. So the BS could you say okay, so any power here in the parliament, there should be proper consultations with the chiefs, the opinion leaders, everybody, for them to know say we do madaroma. So any pay a bebu ankasa. Ebi ade also yamamono. So untimi kura mama yamamwa. Let's find a way. How do we do it so that the constituency will benefit? If we know the how in doing that, I don't think we should have a problem.
So, John, you say, be out local government and rural development.
I think that you bit me ashe ho kakra. How the issue ho no.
DCF scan man.
O de ho de be ba ho. You me ba ho de be ba ho. But see ano issue war the local government ministry no a letter, a memoir, a code to RCC, various regional coordinating councils. Say, omo fan code to the various assemblies.
MMD.
Omo propose sika, omo fan nja assembly members, omo intimi anko, omo endi omo term. Ewo last yes Graciano. This year I say in the Ashanti region, omo association, omo ni abrepa. Metro no year 3,000.
Municipal 2,000.
Municipal 2,500. Now district here 2,000.
Yes.
Oh really? I see.
Maybe I'm too kind because I've been away for like 1.5 months.
Okay.
Monday,
okay.
Maybe that's why I have not seen.
So this is it. Oma propose. And now, senkabi timenya letter na mayenia. The ministry.
Okay. Signed by who?
Oh, signed by Nana Kodown. This is the letter dated 24th April 2024. This is it. Kodown na yes the chief director and a signing. Yes, Kodown to the original okay, but yeah, no, but so read the content no. Yes, this is an issue. See, the ministry no, a pressure start here. Build up kakranga kreba ebia nchebe fura basoro but assembly members in there Oma rejected this proposal what table no so that they need to be treated well because Oma so asom meaning say baby anywhere bia a war act bi mu anase the local government act krewum say this is the exact amount but o share the first paragraph now or say the assembly no resources and so probably be an assembly no so kasem omo hu say e wo fam but honorable I think that this is an issue that mobetimi ahwe ni because assembly members the local government system no omo na adwuma ni si omo na so pa but so omo wie na yempia omo a look at this amount there.
Oh, so you're talking about inadequacy of the amount?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We can look at it. I think, even with vetting, one of the questions that came was, how can we secure allowances for assembly members? We heard the structures of the local governance, it doesn't really end at the district assemblies. I know say the municipal chief executives no na end or the assembly members also have the responsibility. So baba assembly meeting bianwa at least also no one engage in the electoral area no catch up. Okay, this is an issue that we are going to discuss. Then I'm also drink here. After so bejo madrin channel you know the core assembly also have more feedback. All those organizations will have to be done, and of course it is not done because of lack of resources, and we felt it was one of the ways that we can use to, as it were, secure some allowances for the assembly members. And I remember telling the vetting committee, say I will subscribe to allowances that will have to be given to the assembly members. Of course, just to allow for a proper decentralization as far as the assembly structure and concerned. And well, if the amount is small, I think there can be proper engagement to that effect. Assembly members only or more leadership, maybe even through the MMDCs can petition the minister. I'm sure say Monday, Tuesday, if there's a petition to that effect, we can probably have a meeting at the conference room and see if it is possible that we can upgrade it for them. I don't think say any issue here. I don't know how much was paid for the previous year, but if there has been an improvement to that effect, the percentage wise of the improvement and all that, Nina is very important for us to assess. It's the last year, and I say previous year, you 2,000, that's a this time 3,000. I don't think so bad, because that's about 200% increment. So we have to look at the rate of increment.
Okay.
Actually, what we can also do for them. But I subscribe to allowances and support to the assembly members, because at the local level they are doing much. In fact, limited registration. The assembly members are playing a very role. I mean,
because omo the electoral area, nim nkrofo
and most of
they
them
know
Yes.
and more assembly members here no, even though the local that election no enye partisan, but in him say parties no supporting Crawford omo. So when they win, good. Omo when we na I was say omo and so the omo ye dia boy even the party. And say we enye partisan because you 3,000 ma maybe a suppose NDC assembly member. You tia same the MPP ni. But I think that ye nyina no you betimi I hwe ye di ho nkomo yi. Said the beya
you are the one complaining.
You see, I'm not complaining actually.
That's fine. So let them.
I'm not complaining
to
actually.
that effect.
Yes.
Me minister, one of the persons at the assembly members in minister MMDCs assembly here on Mopa, because I remember before I left there was a meeting between the leadership of the MMDCs about salaries which has not been paid and all those things. I remember the minister was very serious about that. When I was making a number of calls just to find out what the situation is, and I think that Martin Mensa Kosa should be able to engage them.
Evans, my young fan because of your time, the young fan party, any the by-election of course just so. Any picture a Chadiama party in the region.
Yes.
And no more Juma in the region because almost a person break age. And I'm sure saying you now so running mate some no be because
on time.
A near ma a kahona abatro no a man for to keep decision because we'll be a flag bearer or pay running mate or pay. The opebia development of pay. Good. Also, my farm free bono. So penny there. And so maybe some busano. So far, Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Almost footprints in the region. And a Juma, a Juma Maye.
Yeah.
And a just by election, a course. Send on one hobby.
I know.
I wasn't there. I was not in
Oh,
the
Oh, okay.
We do just Sunday, yeah.
Okay, but said the course in our good. Nti a DNA catch them any more footprint in the region. Juma Maye in the region.
No, I think say just an issue that is peculiar to Ejoso. This issue is not happening in Menchia North or Otafuah. Everything is okay. Yeah, elections every. In fact, even yesterday I met my constituency executives. You see, some of the issues I afraid just buy. A friend of mine did some random research. We know they send me. Unfortunately, I'm using my phone and that's me EPA. or send it me what is happening just
so.
And some of the things I buy, most of the persons and also most of the people on no interview, was not happy about how a certain compilation of the polling station album was done. Most of the people were engaging. That's what they were saying. So it comes back to election in the party. Election in the party.
But you have genuine crowdfunding on more projects. Ibinum eka we omodo omonsa kan and see her in I remember one area Bonri. Almost say school dem bi omu see ye. Omo jam ho. Akwan bi a na nko mo nda so se be wie. Omu nwie ye. By election by na omo de sa say sa crowdfunding beyond party for no.
You know why no cre? Say no cre no a. A microcosm of the real issues. The issue about was just a duo in John Koma. That stark division of the supporters, that is a Diomi supporters and John Koma supporters. And some people felt that maybe a Diomi was not treated well. A Diomi became very strong in this election, not because anybody was against the MPP as a party, no. It was because of how the internal party has been organizing its staff. Per the research that I saw. And to say, why, over Assafuah, we have a lot of uncompleted projects there. But can we say because of those uncompleted projects in it, so on to Obama Vincent. I mean, TV water for that. They buy my phone, nobody. Oh, you knew. In fact, when you get those messages, they say, oh, honorable, the bay now betting maybe I'm who's way we. In fact, CC I'm also be attested. The bay maybe Amangwasi Road. Amangwasi Road where you started. In fact, the next 2 months, and you back sword to start that road. So it cannot be enough reason. So we see a new project. People want to see development. If it has been abandoned, I don't know the number of years. Over Assafuah, you know that hospital has been abandoned for over,
it's an issue, yeah.
Over 12, 15 years.
I know they say me nim say bi awokra no at this stage crowd be say kan ho asem ho bio. Go wash ho ba nti e ba sa people will, yes just it. What can one say nti no
people can only appeal, but there cannot be a reason for anybody to say no nti me to about here MPP that. Because over Assafuah, Pankrono Health Clinic. That means you could train women for so long a time. It has been abandoned. They appeal to the MP's office, and they hear a lot of development to Honomwa. My name is Ekow Nimbi. Akwanya wo ya ye bebre no awo. In fact, Pankrono ho na no ekwan bi da Pankrono Roma na chi honom no a. Awo ho sa obi e complaining, Assafuah hene complaining, Assafuah no Father Francis Pokuni na sorry mpanyim for everybody around that area e complaining. But it has not gotten to a level whereby they will say because of that we are going to vote against you.
That is all area hono.
But I'm just saying that is the real issue because Menjindi say we bet me say there has been a project in Buofu.
We are sure say
we are voting for Adiomi. Do you think that Adiomi will have the personal resources to develop Adioso? He can't. Why? Oh yeah, Deputy Minister of Roads no. Akwan or or Adioso no.
Debbie.
What are you talking about? So voting for Adiomi.
But who extend it in common? Yeah.
Voting for Adiomi. Obi a ben say wokoto aba ma Adiomi na Adiomi development ba Adioso no oboa. You just say no cramp no ntiase. Because John, let's educate our people very well. Do you think that an individual without state resources, without support from the state coffers, can develop a constituency?
Debbie. But
so what's the argument?
Dey answer a omunim say asomasi koye no or the way aba.
But asomasi
koye. Nti omu gini di so no kwa obetimi di aba.
On the ticket of what? He went on the ticket of the New Patriotic
Party
and was a deputy minister Uti from 2012 to 2016. Adiomi was a member of parliament. Go and look at his achievement within that time. The Cohen achievement within 2017 and 2020 when he was a deputy minister for roads. Stark difference. So as an independent candidate, there's little that you can do. So I want to let you know, say the real challenges, was how our elections be a tremu, we lose in election, how compilation of the album, and all those kind of things. And then the real woman did say certain people have not been treated well, and the mass issues in our buy. But I think that as a party, we should go and deal with the internal issues over there. It is not about and I say something that has been abandoned. Of course, it is important. They can do it.
Who no say a threat to your party if say party need to be dealing with internal party issues. They are not so ehwe saa niema no. Oba sentimentem ha. The argument will be that NDC MPP why not? Ye maame ne ye maame asantema ye maame ne the MPP.
Yes.
And yeah, here's all the dear. Obeti bi amedi.
Yes.
But the obeti amaye no. Ye ma me kro te ba bi no. Ye kɔ no ho nso a. No no nso ate the same quantity na the amaye. Eba sa me maame no. O say me maame more than the maame kra de maame.
It is agreed, but Evans na two. Evans obeti me aka kyerɛ me say okɔ adwoso no. Me nua be ma John Koma. One development or adwoso.
Oh, and yeah, say,
no, but you see, because of why there were ABB.
Yes.
Me extending the number. You see, Ashanti region said the more analysis. I'm sure say as MPs caucus, Ashanti region caucus, mon come on with the how Ashanti region votes ever cost. The raw issues are that projects in the region. Ayi dear, tafo dear. Honorable me be a musa who was someone there because the last time me no share na boshe ewo ho. And I'm sure say maybe do come boshe besaba. There be meeting was mun yo sir. You see, but yeah, bad the larger picture. And now no. No, but you see, the area no, they like okay, they are there.
Yes.
And the akamu are there.
Yes.
But people would want to know the area no say yenwie na asumdue nya dai emra. Kejitia central market this way. Ye ma me mu ani abrea. Nano wo mu atwe pen people atro krata tin. Eba sa the larger picture. Dr. Mamuru Baumia may need a number of votes. Ebeboa na management day. I win a break 8. And that is the real issues. Because constituency there. The majority, of course, we may not need 50% plus 1 at that, and I maybe wrong there. At that constituency. Margin be the
simple majority, yeah.
But for presidential, you hear 50% plus 1
votes.
And it is important. See, be this uncommon so that you bet my coin.
Oh, yeah, analysis, that's an assessment as to how issues are be winning elections. Your concern, a very big scale of preference. Obey no order of priority. So just say, maybe GDN say about 70% of our work. Ye casa de. What you say? Ye kabum se mo ebe de. Ye be kama ni pehu. And they say ye be mani pehu sa ampa MPP. Ye da so MPP mpenyu for da so wotima e de ma santeman. And no, a very critical at the moment. And say na bi oba be hwe developmental issues and I say internal party wranglings. What you say? Developmental issues no. Minjin di say asante for say ye nya hwe fama asante man. They are only asking that we should give them much bigger or much better
in that analysis. Mame ne kra sem na me de ba mu no.
Because
mame ntib mame ni mame ho mame.
Because Oma support MPP ache. But what you say? Oba Assafuah, we've done a lot of developmental projects and I know that across in fact Ochina Nyame Adomo where airport Kesia international airport here there and then another down Kwakufado. We can do more. We can do much better. But I had the strategy in the Bema Asanteman. Say, Omoma Emre. Because you say, no, you move in there who say, if certain things did not go down well within this short time, no, we can do much better. And that is why I have shown my reservation say you be allow Otumfo or say to say Ombeye Hill Ghana. Hill or Confanoche. $10 million. Are you saying that Asantuma you're more baby the boy MPP? MPP who are Bemu. We cannot find these resources and support a Confanoche teaching hospital. That it will have to take our ken to go and do Lala Sulala. That is not fair to Asantuma. And I'm saying that Munya would try my. Maybe some of us were not talking the way I say Kasa because of one or two issues. But I think now we will support the region. We believe that it is our region. And we will talk and let people know that indeed.
Evans, I say you'll be 2 minutes to wrap up.
Yes.
With.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
You'll be 2 minutes to wrap up.
1 hour.
Yes.
Say, unze nanka be 7:30 no. Na Kenya time extended a year.
7:30.
I said that's the
but
time.
You sent me 8 o'clock tonight.
Hey.
Yes.
On the flyer, no, I indicated 7:30.
Yeah, but with your personal message.
Anyway, but you baby, you know, running mate, you know, the back and forth.
Yes.
Meaning say, more yama from dear. But I say, Ashanti region, MPs no, the Zila, more the a tree. The presidential, yes, the flag bearer, as how one day no, I will fem for the running mate. Me that's baby I met his enemy who in 2 minutes with a senior man or signal or hono in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes,
because there are a lot of diverse interests here. And
okay,
and that is politics. It's okay. It's okay for a number of people to have interest in something, and especially when the dynamics are different from previously. The current dynamics, when they say we have a technocrat kind of to be the flag bearer, unlike previously where you have an ardent politician being a flag bearer, not a technocrat or somebody who is not known in the political sphere. But this time you have a technocrat, you know, you definitely need a politician to be the running mate. You have a lot of politicians who probably are interested now. Will be a kind of some, and I think say. By the end of the month or early next month, it's an admonition to the flag bearer to be able to announce who the running mate is, so that Matthew Macau so that
by election bill. Some be by election bill. Anamba. Right.
Anyways.
But I think Asantuma deserves to have the running mate here. Ekow another region, it will not even help, especially with the number of votes that we give to the New Patriotic Party. And if it's coming to the Ashanti region, it's only one person.
Anyway. Well,
yeah.
Lawyer Ekow Vincent Assafuah, a member of parliament for a Tafopankrono constituency. Papa Kriya, oh, I see.
The local member of parliament.
Oh yes. That's right. All right. So, Osai, Deputy Minister for Local Government and Rural Development. You know, akasa I'm friend nipa be to be. Na afi nation ejina mechi pa na overrun ye friend nipa be to be na yem timi wrap up. Yeah, hello, didn't be akasa.
Hello.
Yes, I'm watching Manenko.
Me didn't Kwame Kusu.
You Kwame Manenko?
Na, we pacho bichia tifo nya. Pino akasapa ba mi shi nyane se. Mr. Omon kamanen tia se. Yeni ayam ku school no, ye do so sine omo ku school. Nti brofo no mbetra wa omo katwi. Do mama na ma wo katwi e to abanfotu. Omo so nkasa ba omo ya. Brofo nkwa no na ma wo ka. Mun katwi na nto abanfotu.
May I say hello? Maybe I can say free.
Good evening.
Evening.
Okay, Jamal and Mukasafri or Mate.
Jamal Manenko.
But now, me say Mokas MP, Mbo Kobi and Kobi Mebo, a Jumaka Crank, Umayana Santa Regia Auntie. If you muti Chinamu could be a port Kakraka, say about the phase 1 and 2, the Yo Majuma, 3 and Yo Majuma. Inkum de Bianamo Kasi the airport na Osunfo ane Nanado ebe kwa for pro play free UK no ma be you ane e bi no tani ambo a chene be basona na
All right, me that say. Unfortunately, I was saying you did no see her. Your family will have Vincent kum, and many younger Saminia, yes, John, and etinemu. De mabato dwumadi e de bre wo penikase pa obesa ifia lawyer Ekow Vincent Assafuah ono member of parliament for Tafo constituency or say deputy minister for local government and rural development nana yaw na e de call Facebook na Facebook Benjamin Edu and so na e produce dwumadi kama nyame adom a ekina anopa ye betena se minister John ye betena se betenem ama Kofi Asante Aduanaba near the Ghana Akoma Eddie Abro. Anymore, you best add my battle, a Jumedi so Eddie Abro. Nyami Aduma, Echna. Yenshia.